Good morning, everyone, and welcome today. Thank you for taking time to join us here today for Roadmap Consulting GSA 360 Proposal webinar. My name is Amarachi, and I work with the Roadmap Consulting team here at RMC. Our goal today is simple. We want to share clear, practical information to give you the opportunity to ask questions as we go. So today, this session will run for about 15 minutes. We don't intend to take so much of your time, and that will be followed quickly with time for questions. You feel free to drop any question that you may have that bothers you with regards to GSA 360 in the chat. Please, at any point, drop your questions, and we have consultants in the chat who will be ready to answer your questions. Just so you know, the session is being recorded and will be shared on our YouTube channel and social platforms. We also share the link for a free consultation after the session in case you'd like to jump on a call with Mike or any of our consultants to get on a one-on-one call with them. So quickly, I'd like to introduce our speaker for today, who is Michael Perch. Michael Perch is the founder of RMC Roadmap Consulting. He's helped over 300 businesses secure GSA MES contracts and other government-wide acquisition contracts over the past 10 decades, actually. So these contracts awarded to these clients have resulted in over $1 billion in task order awards. Mike brings over 2 decades of experience in federal contracting, program management, training, and curriculum development. He's also a senior consultant with the DC Small Business Development Center and an adjunct professor of George Mason University. So with that being said, I would like to just turn over the mic to Michael to have the floor. So Mike, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Amarachi. Appreciate the introduction. So to all of you who are attending this webinar, welcome. Our goal today is to give you enough information on our GSA 360 service to allow you to understand exactly how we've assisted clients in the past in terms of getting onto the GSA multiple award schedule, maintaining that schedule through our compliance service offering, and also marketing the schedule to, of course, win task orders, which is, of course, the goal of getting on schedule to begin with. This presentation won't take long. I plan to stay within 20 minutes. What we do want to do is encourage you that if this is of interest to you, after you've listened in on this, that you do schedule a time with us to talk about your specific needs for your organization. Be more than happy to sit and understand what your requirements are, what you're thinking of, maybe give you some ideas of other clients that we've worked with that are similar to you that might be of interest to you. And of course, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you grow and develop your company within the federal government procurement market. So with that, I'll just move on. Again, this is one of three webinars that we offer. This is, of course, the comprehensive webinar for all 3 services for getting on schedule, maintaining the schedule, and marketing it. So what we're going to do is go over these 7 points. I'm going to talk a little bit about the background of RMC, a little bit about our history and what we've done. By the way, you will see pop up on the screen from time to time some poll questions we'd like to get responses on. If you'd be so kind to provide those responses, it helps us to understand who we're talking to, who's in the audience, and we could address any one of your questions or comments or anything else that you may have. So I'm going to talk about the background with RMC. I'm going to give you a business case for those of you who are sitting on the fence and haven't really decided whether or not the GSA MAS is a good contract vehicle for you to go to the time, effort, and expense of acquiring. Hopefully, I'll give you some information to make a good decision with there. And And then I'll go into some of the competitive analysis of some of the what are called special item numbers, which equate to your NICS codes for your company that you've registered onto the SAM.gov platform for, and give you some information as far as the activity that's going on within the schedule. Of course, you got to make a business decision based upon your return on investment. And of course, that boils down to what are your chances of winning task orders, and the task orders are all aligned with the special item numbers. So I'm going to give you some good data there to take a look at. Number 4, I'm going to take you through our GSA mass proposal process, kind of give you an idea as to how we've helped over 300 companies to get onto the schedule. We'll talk about our investment summary, and then I'll summarize everything and give you an outline for any next steps that you'd like to take with us to help you create value for your firm. Okay. So a little bit about our company. As Amarachi mentioned, we've been around since 2016. We've helped over 300 clients throughout the entire country to get onto GSA schedule. We're a procurement management firm, advisory and training firm. So we do a lot of things aside from helping companies to get onto GSA schedule, but GSA schedule is probably our main service that we offer. But as you'll see in the presentation, we do some other things as well to help you grow and expand within the federal contract market. We have 5 highly trained contract managers to help support you and your quest to get on schedule, as well as maintaining and marketing your schedule. We are an ISO certified organization, meaning we sweat the details. We're process driven, and which means that the quality assurance, quality delivery is always going to be at a very high level. So when you hire us, expect the best result in terms of getting onto the schedule, not only getting onto the schedule, but getting on strategically and in an expeditious manner as quickly as possible, so that you can go out and market your schedule and grow your company. Our service offerings are GSA 360, which is, of course, what we're going to talk about today. We also consult with small businesses to help them with their HubZone, 8A, and women-owned certification. We don't actually do those, but we'll have a consulting contract with them and lend our expertise to help with those small business designations. Of course, we also have our MCM and our CAC service that I mentioned. We are ourselves a GSA schedule holder. We offer our services to agencies, federal agencies, in the areas of acquisition support, management consulting, and leadership training. We do have a large Navy contract that we won years ago that we have a blanket purchase agreement for. And we also do business with the state of Michigan. I did notice that there was one person who signed up today who's from the state of Michigan, specifically the Detroit area. We definitely want to talk to you because the state of Michigan does offer a program to help subsidize our cost of getting you onto schedule that we'd like to educate you on and make you aware of. As our name implies, we provide a strategic roadmap for helping companies to get on or to do business with the federal government and implement successful business practices. So how can we assist? Oh, well, in a nutshell, we assist in a number of different areas. Of course, the service offerings that I've already mentioned to you is what we also can help with. We also help companies not only get onto the GSA Mass, but also the VA Federal Supply Schedule. We can help there if that's what your requirement is. We also offer licensees and technical support to organizations like the Small Business Development Center. I did notice that there was one attendee who was sitting in on this webinar from the West Virginia Small Business Development Center. We have a 6-year relationship ongoing with the SBDC Center right here in the Washington, D.C. area at Howard University. And we provide them with technical expertise and training. We help their clients to get onto the GSA Mass schedule. And we do so using a license agreement that we have on our own GSA schedule that the SBDC Center takes advantage of. Okay. We also help with management consulting services. So irrespective of what you have a need for, as Amarachi mentioned, I've been in government contracting longer than I care to talk about and seen just about everything there is to see. So we have had clients engage with us with various management consulting requirements. We just had a client engage with us to help them to sell their company to a large business. A client that we had helped grow up, got them on schedule, got them several small business certifications, and a number of things to help them to become a sizable company. And we just helped them to negotiate their sale to a larger company. So we can help in a variety of ways. We also help with industry certifications like ISO and CMMC Level 2 compliance. Those of you who are doing business with the Department of Defense, you know that that is a big deal right now. And we can help you through an alliance we have with a strategic partner that helps with that certification. So let us know if that's something you need. We can assist you there. And then we also help with legal and CPA requirements you may have. We have some very strong strategic partners that we also refer clients to as well. Okay. All right. So business case for why you should be interested in the GSA schedule. So the GSA multiple award schedule is an IDIQ long-term contract, and it's been around since 1994. It is probably the most well-known contract vehicle that contracting officers use to facilitate contract awards. Since 1994, of course, there's been a tremendous growth in contract vehicles similar to the GSA Mass that compete for orders along with the GSA Mass. But the GSA Mass is the most widely recognized and most oftentimes used schedule. It is known as a gateway contract for small businesses. And what that means essentially is that if you're fairly new to government contracting and you're trying to gain your footing, you're trying to kind of get into the ball game, and you just need a little bit of an incentive to help you maybe win some business, the GSA schedule is perfect for that. It's a solicitation that's always available for you to submit a proposal to. There's no deadline. It's a fairly straightforward process that we help you with as far as submitting your proposal. And as I said, the Mass is used extensively by all government agencies nationwide. To give you an idea as to the amount of business that flows through it, we do not have the most recent 2025 data. It's not yet been published, but just to go back to 2024, the GSA Mass generated $51 billion in contract awards, which equaled about 7% of the entire procurement budget in that year of $755 billion. So as you can see, sizable chunk of the work that goes to GSA schedule holders, usually somewhere between 7 and 10%, depending upon the year, from year to year. More about the GSA Mass. It has an initial award period of 5 years and then 3 5-year options. So you have a total of 20 years that you're able to stay on this contract, which is a tremendous amount of time for you to use as a business development tool, the GSA Mass, to help you win business. Right now, there are about 12,000 GSA schedule holders, mostly composed of small businesses. 65% of that 12,000 number are small businesses, capturing more than 40% of the annual GSA Mass sales. Let me also throw another stat at you, too. Of all the small businesses that are registered to do business with the federal government, only 10% of them are on schedule. So what does that mean to you? That means that when you're on schedule within your particular industry group, you would be known as one of the more selective companies that have been placed onto the schedule, gives you a competitive advantage, or at least keeps you up with the folks that are in your industry doing business with the government, and you're a part of that 10% of companies that are on schedule. The length of time it usually takes to get on schedule, about 3 to 6 months. As we like to tell people, our world record is 43 days. We help the company get onto schedule in 43 days. A number of things aligned in that regard. They were in a hurry. They had a contract waiting on them. So we expedited the process, and we just so happened to get a GSA contracting officer who was very understanding, very well trained, and she pushed through the proposal very quickly, and we got the award in 43 days. But typically, it takes between more like 2 to 4 months, sometimes a little bit longer, is what we like to tell clients. And it varies according to the time of the year, the GSA contracting officer that is working on it, and things of that sort. How does it benefit you as a contractor? Basically, it helps to increase the potential for strong sales, because again, it is one of the buying contract vehicles of choice for most contracting officers. It is one of the fastest and easiest ways to get into the stream of federal government contracting, getting onto the mass schedule. The last point is also very significant. A recent development in March of last year, Executive Order 14240 basically told all federal agencies to start to consolidate their procurement contract vehicles under the GSA heading. And one of the ways that agencies have changed their behavior that we've seen in the past year is that there are more orders now going under the GSA Mass, because GSA Mass is one of several large GSA, what are called government-wide acquisition contracts that are available for companies to get onto. So there's an increased focus of the government agency-wide to do more business with GSA schedule holders. Another good, compelling reason to consider getting onto the mass schedule. The GSA 360 service, for those of you who are part of nonprofits or government agencies like the Small Business Development Center, as I mentioned, we can provide a license that is listed on our GSA schedule to basically allow you to use our system to help companies to get onto the GSA schedule. If you have an interest in that regard, let us know. We can certainly walk you through that process. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about, again, this is all in line with the business case for getting onto schedule, helping you to understand what are some of the advantages to get onto the schedule. What we did here is we just identified 2 or 3 of the special item numbers. The acronym is called SIN, that equates again to the NICS code that you have on your SAM.gov profile. And we just identified the top 3 generators of revenue of all SINs under the GSA multiple award schedule. Leading the pack is 54151S. No surprise there. That's information technology, professional services. Coming in second is 541611, which is management and financial consulting, acquisitions and grant management, support, program and project management. And then the third ranking SIN is the facilities management SIN for those companies that are involved in that area. So just to give you a snapshot of some of the activity, I think we only have 2 that we wanted to show you, and we can do this for any SIN that you might identify. We can identify for you to help you understand the depth of the market within the GSA Mass that might be, again, of interest to you. So just in looking at fiscal year 2025 activity, almost 5,000 contract awards were made, totaling almost $14 billion, and it was awarded to over 1,200 firms. That's a pretty big number of awards, volume, and number of firms that are IT firms that are on the schedule and have that SIN as one of their SINs. On the right-hand side, we just identified the top 10 GSA schedule holders that received those awards. Those are all large businesses, obviously. Why is that important to you? If you're a small business, well, that means that there's opportunities for you to market to those companies as a subcontractor, to maybe team with them on some procurements that have been set aside as a small business competitive under the GSA e-buy system. And of course, this is only 10 companies. We can expand that list to as many, the top 100 companies that you might, consider teaming up with and using as a means of growing your company through subcontracts and that sort of thing. Down at the bottom, we identify the agencies that compose that almost $14 billion in contract awards. At the very top of the list is the Department of Veteran Affairs, CMC is second, and so on and so forth. Why is that list important? Again, good hunting license for you to know this is where all the money is being spent within your SIN if you're on schedule. So it helps you to target market those agencies where you can get the most return on investment as far as your business development efforts are concerned. Same is true there. We can expand this list to as many agencies in terms of the rankings as you'd like to help you identify where you should be marketing. And of course, we can help you with that too, as far as marketing to those agencies. We did a second one for 541611, very similar. The number of awards, 2,400 or so, over $10 billion, only awarded to 199 firms. That's pretty interesting. Not a whole lot of firms competing in this area, but a lot of dollars. So that, if you're in that particular business, or if you have work that you've done that involves program and project management, this might be a sin for you to acquire. And then we did the same analysis too of the top 10 companies operating in that space within the GSA mass, as well as the top 10 agencies that have been making awards under that SIN as well. So now we're going to take you through our process to give you an idea as to how we work with companies in terms of getting you onto the schedule. We basically break it up into 5 different areas, phases we call them, starting off with just a sales process as far as getting you into our system. We have a kickoff meeting that we do with you to get you introduced to our platform, our collaborative platform, cloud-based platform that we use with clients to help gather the information, evaluate the information being presented, and then submit your offer to GSA. Phase 2 is where we gather all that data from you. That goes on into phase 3, and at the end of phase 3, we submit the offer. Phase 4 is where the GSA contracting officer gets involved. We go through the clarification process with them as far as any additional information they may request. We negotiate the contract with you. We spend a lot of time with you, making sure your negotiation goes well. And then at the very end of phase 4, you get your contract award. Phase 5 is where we basically make you whole, right? We get you listed onto the GSA Advantage platform as well as GSA e-library, get you registered with GSA, all the things necessary to help you to receive GSA e-buys and submit proposals. And of course, too, if you'd like to continue working with us, we can help you maintain your contract beyond the actual contract award and so forth and so on. But it all starts with the request for information letter in everyday language. We send you this. We sit down with you in a meeting, our kickoff meeting, and go over each and every detail of the information we need to get from you. We will gather all that information in an organized fashion onto our OneHub collaborative platform. It's very much like a SharePoint type platform, which helps protect the confidentiality of the information being shared with us, and also keeps it in safekeeping so we can always find the information when we're looking for it. Just had to take a sip of water there for a minute. So anyway, it's a very organized fashion of us putting together your GSA offer. Within our own company, we have an internal checklist that we go through. Again, this underscores our ISO certification and making sure that every single element of your proposal is done correctly. But we don't give you that. We give you instead a progress report each week to show you exactly where you are along the path of getting you onto schedule. Again, going through those 5 phases that I showed you earlier. And we color code it, so it makes it easy for you to know just how far along you are. Orange meaning we haven't gotten the information yet. Yellow meaning that we have evaluated it but found it to be deficient, so we need some additional information. And then green indicating that we've gotten your information and there's no additional information we need to get from you on that particular item. And then blue is the items that we put together, the actual e-offer proposal elements that we put together for you to present to GSA. As far as our investment to help get you on schedule, all depends upon the level of effort associated with what you're looking to do in terms of the products, services, and solutions you're going to put onto the schedule. So to give you an example, if you're an IT company and you have 6 labor categories you'd like to put on schedule, you're going to be at the lower end of the spectrum of our pricing. If you're a products company and you got, several hundred items that you'd like to put on your schedule, all individually priced, then of course that price is going to be different. So during our consultation with you, if you let us know exactly what it is you're looking to do, we will strategize with you and help you decide what might be the best pathway as far as getting you onto schedule. And we'll give you a fixed price quote based upon that, and also offer flexible payment terms too for small businesses. We know that sometimes cash flow doesn't allow you to pay a lump sum payment right up front, so we'll spread that out over a couple of months to assist you in terms of your cash flow requirements. We also offer, as I mentioned, contract administration and compliance after you're on schedule. I won't go very far into depth with that, but needless to say, we help keep you whole and complete as far as the terms and conditions that you agreed to in the contract award you received from GSA. How do we do that? We basically will give you a quarterly update using what we call our quarterly status update report, which basically covers all the areas that GSA is going to require that you maintain your schedule at. Everything from transactional data reporting, sales reporting on a monthly basis, to accepting contract mass modifications, to how you set up the marketing of your GSA schedule, the requirements for actually marketing your GSA schedule, which is a part of the terms and conditions. Getting you ready for number 7 down at the bottom there, your GSA assessment. Every company does get audited at some point by GSA to make sure that they're in line with the terms and conditions that they agreed to. So we help prepare you for that along the way. For those companies just getting onto the schedule, very important that you start just having immaculate record keeping, because if the auditor does come in and see that you have not done some of the things you should have done, then you will be escorted off of schedule. So very important to we come alongside you and make sure that as you are going through the first base period of your contract, and for every period beyond that, that you're doing things the way GSA does require. Okay. Well, as I mentioned, also we help you with marketing. What good is it to get your GSA schedule if you're not going to win any business? We have an exceptional program we put together that helps you basically hire us to come alongside you, as I mentioned before, and help with marketing your company, with business development, and with proposal writing, all combined into one solution, one package that we offer for a fixed price amount, reasonable fixed price amount each month. Schedule something with us and we'll tell you the details of it. But it basically covers all the points that you see there, everything from, actual contract award intelligence gathering, finding out what agencies have bought what you sell, and being ready to go after the recompete for that when it comes back around again, targeting agencies based upon, again, where they, how they do business and what sort of services they're looking for. And of course, vetting the bid opportunities when they do come out, identifying teaming partners, all the things necessary to help you win business, we're able to do as a part of our marketing and capture management support service. So again, I encourage you to schedule a time to have us go more in detail about how we can help there. So in summary, again, we've helped since 2009 over 300 companies to get onto the schedule. That was as of last year. We haven't done the count for this year. It's probably closer to 400, or not 400, maybe 350 as of this year. Give us a shot at putting together a proposal specifically designed for your company, and let us help you to get onto schedule. We do have a 100% success rate, and we pre-qualify you ahead of time. So if you're not able to get on schedule, if we see some things that you haven't taken care of as far as the most current solicitation, refresh 30, if we see some things that basically preclude you from getting on schedule, we'll basically give you an outline of things you need to do before we begin the process, and we'll hold off on it. So we do offer a 100% success rate, a guarantee to get you on schedule. If you're interested in talking to us, again, set up a time to consult with us. If you want to move forward, we'll send you an agreement for services over at the DocuSign. Expedite your schedule, your proposal for your schedule. If you have a contract award that's awaiting your contract to be in place, your GSA contract to be in place, we can expedite the process, get you on schedule very quickly, and move things along. And all during that time frame, we will give you periodic updates on how far along you are, so you'll never be in the dark as far as where things are. All right. And then we have coming up in a couple of weeks, our CAC, Contract Administration and Compliance webinar. For those of you who already have your GSA schedule and you're interested in how we can assist you in maintaining that, we have that coming up on February 19th. And then a month later, in March, our Marketing and Capture Management webinar, for those companies interested in that. Again, if you do have an interest in either one of those two services or our comprehensive proposal support service, give us a call, set something up with one of our account execs. and we can get started in outlining to you how we can be of assistance to you. What we do is we put together a customized presentation specific to your needs, and we walk you through it. So again, encourage you to give us a call, and let's set up a 15-minute consultation and tell you how we can be of assistance. All right, I think that does it. I'll turn it right back over to you, Amarachi, with any closing comments.
Mike, that was a really great one. I hope we all enjoyed the presentation just like I did. Just like Mike mentioned, we have the link in the chat for you to get on a call with Mike if you need some more guidance or you want to speak to Mike one-on-one to get more information. Please, the link is in the chat for you to get on a call with us. Please click on the link, and Mike will be really happy to hear from you and to speak with you. Also, we have links to our social media handles in the chat as well. You can have the links there. Go through our social media to get updated with events and everything you need to know about Roadmap Consulting. So right now we'll be going into the question Q&A, the Q&A session where we get to address your questions. First here we have Harold Griffin. Harold's question is that he's asking if we can assist with getting an Oasis. Mike?
Yeah, Oasis. Oasis, the big Oasis Plus contract just came out last week. Unfortunately, we're not going to be providing any assistance with helping companies in getting onto that vehicle. It's just a very it's a very intricate RFP that requires a lot of effort. And we took a look at it, and based upon our current demand that we have with our current client base, we didn't think we could offer any assistance with that. We do have some firms that we can refer you to. If you'd like us to, we'd be more than happy. But no, we're not assisting companies with proposal support for that all important contract. In fact, if you have not heard about Oasis Plus, you should probably take a look at it. It doesn't come around. Unlike the GSA Mass contract, it's not always available to get onto. So this opportunity only comes around every 2 to 3 years, somewhere in that time frame. So definitely take a look at it. But unfortunately, we couldn't support you with proposal support and getting that effort done.
Okay, copy on that, Mike. So Harold's next question is, can you assist with getting on Texas MAS?
The Texas MAS? Is that what I heard?
Yes, Texas MAS, Mike.
Yeah. So some states, some large states have their own multiple award schedule contract. California has one, Texas has one, and we have helped clients in the past to get onto that. So yes, schedule a consultation with us, and we could outline how we could be of assistance there.
Awesome, Mike. So Harold, we have the link to book a free consultation with Mike. So please endeavor yourself of the opportunity and then get on a call with Mike. He'll be happy to address you and give you more information. So next we have Michael on a question from Michael. He says he needs help getting contracts. Michael needs help getting questions.
Yeah. So again, book a consultation with us. We can figure out exactly where you are and where you're looking to go, and provide a solution to assist you in doing that. Be more than happy to help.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mike, for the beautiful presentation. And thank you everyone once more for joining us today. Do we have any more questions? Okay, so if there are no more questions, I'd like to say a big thank you and a big shout out to everyone today. Thank you for making out the time to be with us today. We really appreciate your presence, and we look forward to seeing you in the next presentation. Thank you, Mike, once again for the presentation, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys.
Thank you very much, Amarachi. Great job.